just started or it didn't start. Welcome back to the Brew Crew podcast, everyone. This is episode 306. Back separated just because things are crazy this time of year. It's Thanksgiving week. Black Friday's just a couple days away. Hopefully, you guys are going to be lining up for some beer. Not to bring up, a subject we had already talked about in pre-production, but I'm pretty sure BCBS is a Black Friday beer, right?
It is, unless you have base access, then it's been out for like 2 weeks.
Oh, well, I have base access, but I didn't know that. But also, one of the breweries we're doing today, Great Notion, has a Black Friday thing going on. But we'll get to that when we review their beer.
Ooh, nice.
Well,
What a tease. In the business, they call that a tease. I have, thanks for covering down last week. There was a great breakdown. For those of the two people that just tune in to see my face, really check out episode 305. Most of JT's episodes are an absolute atrocity. They are a throwaway. They are not the greatest.
Typically they're a throwaway, yeah.
305 is probably going to be in the upper pantheon for what we submit for podcast of the year. It's really concise and offers really good feedback on this year's advent calendar. But so please check that out. I've got about 87 things from my week.
All right, let's do number one.
Number one that I want to talk about, JT. We always talk about beers that we're after. What about beers that we've had but don't live up to the hype?
Ooh.
I had a devastating one this week.
Yeah, let's hear it.
The Brewery Black Tuesday, which is like their flagship beer. It's not a bad beer. It's an imperial stout coming in at about 19%. Comes in a pronounced punt bomber bottle. It just it was a solid 4 to me. It didn't offer anything new.
Solid 4. That's not too bad.
But I can't think of, it wasn't a drain pour anyways or anything, but I had so many other better beers last week. I was like, this was like the one that I was going to do my food pairing with. Everything that's been planned for the last couple of months, my crescendo, and it just didn't pan out. Do you have any beers that you're like, you had everything planned out, you like boom, 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 and then you had it and you're like, what? It was like a fart noise. And a 4 is not bad. You're helping the fine people out, but thoughts?
Everything planned out. I don't quite know if I had everything planned out, but I did have a beer this weekend that I thought was going to be amazing.
Yep.
And it was at a place called Fabled Brew Works. And now I will admit they had a few beers that were amazing. They had a peanut butter and jelly beer that was a slam dunk home run. What was this beer? I believe it was it's funny that you were mentioning that because I was just looking up what it was. Oh yeah, it was this Scoopy Doopy Doo, which is a Neapolitan stout. So you think, milk stout with like strawberries, vanilla, and chocolate, basically. It tasted like what Skull, the dip, tastes like. It tasted like that, and it was not a pleasant flavor.
Just overly minty?
No, Skull cherry, I guess.
Gotcha, Skull cherry. Okay,
yeah. Just terrible. Bad beer. But the Fable did hit a few home runs. I'm trying to think of one that I really hyped up that I just absolutely hated. I'll think about that for a little while. Well, Busch Light Peach was that we were just like, well, if they did so good with Apple, Peach is going to be good.
On cue.
And it was so fucked up. It was terrible.
Right on cue. I got a lot of shit this last week, and the guy said they're just going to start taking a list of things I don't like. Peach, again, is a throwaway fruit. So Chuggalo Ryan, a part of the Up North crew, always gets me a bunch of beef jerky, and he got me this smoking hot peach. Guess what? This is absolute trash.
Trash?
I've got a few bags of that. I will probably see if it's good fertilizer. It's just not very good.
Keep a list of things you don't like.
One of the things, there's so many things that came up. They're going to start making a list because it's turned into a joke.
Hey, go for it. It's so weird that like there's such it's a camaraderie with a rivalry. A lot.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Coming from you, it's like people don't like things. That's part of life.
Yeah, I just like making a point because I like making it into a humorous twist.
Right.
Like I because I said when we were drinking, we're on our bottle battle, if you want to call it that, and one of the beers had like a peach backbone. I go, peach is a throwaway fruit, and they're like, and my Chuggalo Mikey goes, he goes, I used to have a list of stuff that you just absolutely like hip turns
Yeah,
on or whatever, and
I
I
get
go,
that.
throw peach on there.
Now that you put it like that, that makes sense because you don't just not like them. You're just like, there's this definitive factual thing you say about things you don't like
Ketchup
fake,
is being a
fake oil.
children's.
Like, yeah, ketchup is for children, which is absolutely not true in any sense other than
Yeah,
in your world.
other
So
people laugh.
that I get why that's why they say that now.
The
Because at
the
first
the
I was going to defend you, but now
yeah.
I get it. Now I get it.
The other thing that is a hot button issue up there is gingers. How gingers are a
Oh, yeah.
throwaway.
Gingers
Uh,
are a
because I didn't get the opportunity. We built it up, and I went down there. Barrel House had their a week ago Saturday had their 7th anniversary party, and they had a 120-minute 2019 on tap. Which was a beer that would have been great to have for the advent calendar. I understand why they kept it. So I had to go down there, got there again a couple minutes before open, and I will never ever have it again because Gus brought out a customer just dropped off a bottle of 2009 Dogfish Head.
Whoa.
I was double fisting a decade apart 120 minutes.
Damn.
And I will say this, I rated the 2019 because I have multiple bottles a 5. The 2009 I rated a little bit down because it was overly sweet
Oh,
for that beer. Again,
wow.
not a drain pour.
Interesting.
I don't consider it, like I said, didn't live up to expectations. I don't consider because 30 seconds after I saw the bottle, I was having it. So I didn't have enough time to generate expectations. Like I wasn't like looking at a menu or something like that. Like it just boom was in front of me. And everyone that we were with preferred, because it was just one bottle and there was just a couple of us that got in there early, preferred the 2019 to the 2009.
Wow. Well, that's unexpected, but also, I mean, well, I wouldn't expect it to be too sweet. I would think it would be just like old.
Just not too sweet like sugar or something like that. Just a little bit. When you did like a vertical, which we've talked about doing for other beers, there was a noticeable difference, and that was the biggest tangible difference between the two.
Geez, 2009, the world was so different. I can't. That's just crazy to think about where that beer came from.
Right?
We're just coming out of the recession. It's crazy. So we're still at war.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
The other thing, and we can get on to other stuff and get on to beer and whatnot, but I wanted to bring it up, is packing for this trip is always a big deal because I'm usually bringing calendars, beer for Minnesota, beer for the cabin, and then I again, how I've always said it to JT since day one of this podcast, I'm too dumb to give books, so I give beer, and I'm like shopping for like 7 or 8 different people, and I'm like, here you go. Like, I left 16 cans of 450 on my bar. So on Monday morning, I get up to Minneapolis. I get into work. I'm setting up because a couple of calendar need to be delivered. And I'm like, all right, I'm bringing beer into the office for like Christmas gifts for these people, not just calendars. And all of a sudden, I was like, where are the 450s? And I left them out on the bar. And it was also trying to alleviate my fridge because the in-laws and my brother-in-law and sister-in-law are coming, and I know they need beer fridge space.
Yeah.
And having those 16 cans gone would have helped out. So I was like, son of a, I was cursing myself. I lost it. I lost my cool for about 3 days on myself.
Damn.
Have you ever done that before, JT?
Probably, but I can't remember. I'm sure I forget shit all the time.
I not the JT I know. JT.
Oh no, yeah,
steel trap.
Not true. I forget shit all the time, and it. I just try not to do it around Matt, because that's where the expectations are high. Yeah. But I did go. I went out to some breweries this weekend. Had some fun with the band.
The band?
Yeah,
their drummer sucks.
Yeah, their drummers does suck. But
probably the weakest member of that band.
Yeah, that's probably true, actually. Even if the drummer didn't suck, he's probably the weakest link. High Grain Brewing. I didn't realize that they distribute all the way up here to Dayton. They had a lot of good beer, a lot of good choices. I think the diversity there was excellent. They had 4 sours, they had a bunch of IPAs, all different styles, stouts, porters, everything. Best chicken sandwich I've ever had. Period, hands down, ever.
At a brewery.
At a brewery, yeah, best chicken sandwich. Now, I think the beers were good, just not great. Then we went to Fabled, and that's the one I was talking about. I had that one that tasted like skull, but also I had a few like their peanut butter and jelly that was just an absolute home run. I did have one beer that I really wanted to buy, but they only sold. I wanted to buy for you for the podcast, but they only sold it in crowlers, and I thought that's just like too much. For one, I can go back and get it for a time when we're going to be together.
You run down to Kentucky right now.
I will, but that place was very, very good, so I highly recommend it.
Was it completely up the hill? I know the area, but I didn't know if it's on top of the hill by like the airport or if it's.
It's past the airport.
It's past the airport. Oh wow.
Past
okay.
the airport.
Deep Kentucky.
Yeah, deep Kentucky. I wasn't driving, and I will say, when I'm not driving, I'm not paying attention very much to where we are. But I do remember passing the airport sign. So
it's on top of the hill.
I guess, yeah. I don't know what hill.
It's a big hill going into Kentucky. It's a strong 10 to 12 minute climb.
Oh, going into Kentucky.
Going in. Well, coming back then, and you're going down the hill.
Oh,
coming into the river.
Kentucky.
Coming into the river valley.
Okay. Yeah, wish I would have paid attention to that hill. This would be more interesting.
Just a big hill.
But yeah, that's what I did. Best chicken sandwich I've ever had. Go to High Grain Brewing, and there's just some good beers.
Good beers and great company, right? You would say that.
Yep, and great company. Obviously, that was the key. Yeah. We went to a music warehouse sale. It was supposed to be just like an all-out blitz of price slashing and all this. I mean, it was a pretty weak sale. It was a pretty weak sale. The prices were good, actually. The prices were really good. They just didn't have anything worth buying.
Yeah.
Which was disappointing because I had high hopes that I was going to find some stuff.
Some new hi-hats.
Need to get the new Zildjian low volume cymbals.
Yeah.
So I can continue to play at my house. They're just regular Zildjian cymbals, but they have holes all over them so that they don't sound as loud. And they didn't even have them. They didn't have any cymbals. I didn't see a single cymbal.
Couldn't you just put holes in your own cymbals?
I could, but I use those cymbals as my loud cymbals.
Oh.
Yeah, I need both.
Could you just use a pillow?
Yeah, so I did buy some dampeners a couple years ago. Hit
a throw pillow. Like put a throw pillow up.
Yeah, some people, I could do that. I could put a pillow or a blanket over them. Now, if you know, like, the way to maintain a cymbal, this is going to be a side lesson for all you beer drinkers that want to learn about cymbals.
They love it. I got so many tips. People crave this stuff.
Both the quality and the sound of your cymbals. So keep in mind, just like, people tend to look down on drummers and they look down on their equipment because we're hitting them with a stick, sometimes very hard. But, just like you would take care of a woodwind instrument or a brass instrument or even your piano or something, making sure that the cymbal vibrates correctly will help it maintain its quality and its sound. They crack easily, cymbals, if you don't. Like if you put a dampener on them and you hit it just right, the vibration can cause cracks. So you want to make sure that. So I bought a dampener and I did not like the way that it was like picking up on the stick. So I stopped using it. So it's loud as shit when I play the drums at my house.
Those sons of guns.
But now they have the low volume one, so you can hit them normally and they're quiet. So long story short, they didn't have those. It was actually such a disappointing sale that the three of us decided to just go to Guitar Center to feel better. So we went to Guitar Center.
Did Preacher grab a guitar and play Stairway to Heaven?
He follows the Guitar Center rules of no Stairway to Heaven, no Freebird, things like that. But he did play some interesting songs.
Is it literally posted, no Stairway to Heaven?
I don't believe I've ever seen it posted, but I don't spend a lot of time in the guitar section of Guitar Center. I go straight to the drums. But it is kind of an unwritten rule. Now, he did play Say It Ain't So
Eruption.
by Weezer.
Oh,
And it
nice.
was clear that he was playing that. No one seemed to mind. So
Weezer's a pleaser.
look at that. Weezer's a pleaser. We got our episode name. Probably get some secondary watches from people who
Crave it.
were
Crave the
looking for
undone.
Weezer YouTube videos.
Crave probably the Blue album. Blue album is probably going to be their biggest
everyone.
seller.
I think it's pretty much everyone agrees that green and blue are the best, right?
Yeah.
Some people
JT.
like the old stuff, Spelunk or whatever.
I was writing down these beers. JT beer mailed me these. He dropped them off at my house.
Beer mail.
I am curious because we've done this before.
You know that You've Got Mail guy died last week.
He did?
Did you know that? The AOL You've Got Mail voice, he died.
Yeah. Crazy. What's going to be today's order? I'm curious.
Today's order, this is a tough one. This is going to be a tough one, but I think we're going to have to do sour first.
Sour first, okay.
Yeah. So let's do that. So that's going to be Great Notion. Both of these are going to just be palate wreckers. So one of these beers is going to suffer. But this is Great Notion PB and Jammy Pants. PB and Jammy Pants. There's the can art. This is a brewery we haven't done yet, and they're from Portland, Oregon, or Oregon, however you choose to say it. And we'll crack this thing open. I'm gonna actually get a glass. Oh, look, you got the website and everything. So yeah, their story. I had that pulled up. You can read it for yourself.
Now you can find out more at greatnotion.com. Drop that www.
Yeah, greatnotion.com. You ready for the crack here? Ooh, it's not primed. This is actually a tough one. I don't have any fingernails. I bit them all off. All right, here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I have amazing fingernails because you can notice when I'm off of work for a week, it's amazing. It's work.
Work makes you bite them?
Yeah, I think so because when I'm gone for a week, it's great.
There's the color.
It's all nut on the nose. That's it. That'd be another title.
Interesting. Not what I was expecting.
Portland's an extremely tough market because we've talked about in the past, especially when I was out there last fall. There's 70 breweries in the town. So it's, again, a tough market to separate yourself or distance yourself from your competition. And again, it's not a competitive environment, but it is. People have a finite amount of money and they can't, spend $100 at each place. So the fact that they've been and they opened in 2016 and they've got nationwide distribution. I'm guessing you bought this in Ohio, JT.
I did. Yep, I did.
It's crazy that they're able to stand out. And the one thing that when I was reading about our story, and I brought this up because I knew we were going to be doing a distance what is culinary inspired sours. And we're having a tart ale, but what is the PB&J the culinary aspect of this? Like, is it always built on, is it always built on that sort of gimmick?
Yeah, I think it is. Like I know they have like a blueberry muffin beer. Let me see if I can find the beer section here. Yeah, blueberry muffin. They got blueberry marshmallow shake. It doesn't really say what the other actual, like the play on food is for all of them, but smoothies loaded up. Yeah, I mean, some of them are culinary inspired. I'd have to look at more than just hours.
They do 12 beers a month, one box, 12 beers every month.
Wow.
So we love subscriptions. Again, I'm very close to getting Hop and Frog. $80 a month if you subscribe and save 76. So
that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
Hop and Frog is much cheaper.
That's not bad at all. And considering it's right to your door. So like if you have a couple of like bangers that you want to go through, yes, there's those Untapped is into it, Tavor's into it. But like if you have like banger breweries that you're after, this is not bad at all. So 12 beers in a month, a couple, I mean that's not bad at all.
No. I mean that's not bad.
For a high quality product.
30. Anyway. That's a really good website review you're doing there, right on the fly. Unexpected. They have a
Shop
great can art. Just great can art.
Shop the box. Look at that. And it comes in like a bespoke box too.
Ooh,
I'm
you can keep that.
right, yeah.
That's every month.
Every month.
Damn,
From
that's quite good.
7 products coming in. So I don't think it's 12 of the same one, but I think you're able to build your
No.
box a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Would have thought that the mango beer would be the most expensive one.
Actually, I almost got that one. That one looked really good. The ingredients. I don't particularly like mango, but I don't think it's gonna taste mango-y because it's if you click on the can, I wonder if it shows the back
Yeah, I'd
because
love to click on the can.
it's this is one of those food inspired ones. What is it there? Mighty Mango.
Doesn't let me rotate it.
Heart ale with sweet mango. Oh, no, it had like marshmallow and stuff in it. It looked really good.
There's your blueberry muffin that you're talking about.
There it is, blueberry muffin.
Mellifluous. Oh, that's hilarious. Jammy pants. So I just as my podcast partner for 7+ years, what would be the number one beer that I would buy of those 7? We'll see if you get it right.
V7.
Yep.
Let's see.
Here, so you can see the names. There you go.
Okay.
You can see them all.
It would
There's a slam
probably
dunk.
be Easy Lift.
100%. That's my jam right there.
West Coast.
West Coast.
Almost got a West Coast for today, but then I saw these 2 beers.
This is Nutty Nose, Jammy Body.
I don't know what I'm tasting.
And
It's
I like
not
that.
Jammy Body.
I like that. And a little bit cardboard because sometimes nuts can come out like cardboardy to me, woody. Just like it's like, does anyone taste nuts? And that's a really great deep amber, almost like a mahogany type color, and that's got to be like the jammy undertones that give it that red hue. That's why mahogany, right when you put the glass up, that's where it came up to me. So JT and I, we gave away an advent calendar to our number one listener, far and away, Stev. Funny story. We really wanted to get to 20 this year, and we did, and we smashed that record. I gave away another advent calendar to Chuggalo Ryan. Chuggalo Ryan didn't even act surprised, JT, when I gave it to him. He goes, "My wife said you were going to do this." And
oh my God.
She just guessed it. Like, I didn't talk to her or anything like that. She's just like, Matt's just gonna. So
I hate when that happens. I hate when like on Christmas morning you're sitting there and you see that there's like a gift for you and it's like a big one or something and you're trying to like guess through your head what it could be even though you shouldn't, and then you guess it and then when you open it you're like, oh, it is what I thought it was.
Yep.
And you kind of fuck it up yourself, you know?
Like when he got to the, oh, by the way, he out to JT. He said, "Amazing job with the trucker cap or hat."
Oh yeah, thanks. I meant to wear
I said
one.
that was 100% JT. He literally threw my Advent koozie on the ground and said, "This is trash." But this hat,
it's awesome.
He goes, "This hat is far better."
I'll go get one. Keep talking.
Yeah, you haven't even sported it yet. I thought maybe you would.
I keep forgetting.
Oh, the best part is you're still very clear audio. It must be those pods that you have.
No, I actually didn't bring my AirPods today. That's why I asked you if it was any good.
Oh,
there it is.
Have all of your hats been spoken for?
No.
All of mine have been. So now I'm just down to the one that I have.
Yeah, I don't have the friends network that you have. So.
But no. Yeah. Well, we gifted the Barrel House staff out of my 5 too. So that's an easy one right there.
No, we didn't. Did we?
Yeah, it was out of my 5.
Oh, well, I figured the first 4 were just ours.
Yeah.
And then we each got 3 after that.
I mean, I still have mine for sure.
Yeah.
But that's just the first press run. So it's like the koozies. It's just something. Well, it's separate. The koozies are, but people have dug seeing the koozie in the calendar, so I'm just, that's going to be going forward. Might change it up a little bit. Might come up with clever phrases like Weezer's a pleaser or nut on the nose. Just take our best episode title and go from there. That's a good
I mean,
push.
if we had thousands of followers, we could do a koozie in every episode title, and then they would be just these like Easter eggs, you know.
That's where we could put people's raffle ticket too in the koozie.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Things to think about.
Things
But
to think.
But yeah, that was hilarious when they're like, yeah, we Michelle, I'll say it. You know, Michelle thought that you were just gonna buy us one. I was like, son of a gun. Hilarious though. The one thing he did. The one thing that this is crushable. The one thing this beer is growing. It's getting better as I go through it. The other thing that he bought is he goes to this liquor store. It's out to Island Liquors in Cumberland, Wisconsin. Because I've gotten so many bottles of 120 minute from there. I got my 2024s from there just a couple of days ago. They do grab bag. So JT's done Mystery Cooler of Death. A lot of the listeners have done Mystery Cooler of Death. They do grab bags of mystery beer. It's $5 and you get at least 4 drinks in there, sometimes 5. And it is just a random assortment of just shenanigans and chicanery. Sometimes you get something good. You're never going to get 120 minute or anything like that, but it's interesting. And then you just get to grab into the bag. Have you ever seen any sort of gimmick like that? Because the other thing I've seen it before in life is something where you and I overlap is with baseball cards growing up. They would do mystery bags. They would have them up on the wall at the card shop, and you'd be like, oh, I want 7. I got a Hideo Nomo rookie card that way. I like 7, and it was like $1 at the time. In the Beckett, Hideo Nomo's rookie card was $15, and I paid $1 for it. So now it's worth probably nothing. But
no, it's probably worth more now. There was a time when it went down to like nothing, but Hideo Nomo's got some sellability. But yeah, so I was just gonna actually say with like autographs and stuff, there's with the way that baseball cards have gone, they do breaks. So you buy the rights to a team and then you get that team. So some companies now will do these like just like autograph boxes where they put like posters and pictures, baseballs, footballs, helmets, all kinds of stuff, all in the same box, all in one big box. And then they sell that box as like a Breakers specialty or whatever. And then they'll, the Breakers will sell them. And they're just pulling random shit out of there. Some of it's great, some of it sucks. It's what it is. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
There's a couple of guys in our fantasy league that you are in with that friends of mine that do that for memorabilia or whatever. So they've gotten a lot of a lot of jerseys or whatever. So they just buy a spot and then they tune in and like watch a video and they're $25. You know, some of them have got like a Fuzzy Thurston autograph jersey for $25, but then other time it's like a BJ Sherhoff cleat, you know, like just
exactly.
Whatever, but
that's exactly what I'm referring to. Yeah,
it's
pretty cool.
Those are neat. I would do 1 or 2 of those just to see.
Yeah, $25. I don't think I've seen one for $25, but
no, they're more expensive.
Breakers, yeah. So, but that's
Breakers is what it's called. Breakers. Am I saying that right? Is that French? French.
Yeah, it's French. It's French. It's French for break.
Oh, okay. Well, that's they're all romantic languages,
aren't they?
Right.
Except for German, that's just not.
No, sorry, Stacy. A little bit of chew to that one, JT. It must be the sandwich.
Oh yeah, you had a sandwich. What kind of sandwich you had?
No, the peanut butter and jelly.
Oh.
Jammy pants. Drink fresh.
Well, it's fresh. I just got it.
Yeah, don't age this one.
When was it canned?
I was trying to see, but I'm failing at that.
Oh no, it says 8/22/23. What the fuck? We've been duped.
That's happening a lot. People are big on that. Like on Tavor, they won't buy anything like if it's like a IPA and if it's older than a month.
Wow.
You will see people dip immediately. I'm not. I'll speak for JT. We are not that.
No.
I mean, hell, we buy 450 that's sat on the shelf and hasn't been chilled. Like,
it's an IPA.
That's not ideal.
I don't know. These guys, they're crazy. What are you getting from it? I'm sure that there'll be somebody who will tell me. I hope they do. But
Oh, I do see it. I do see it printed on the top of the can there now.
yeah, right on the top. It's nice. All right. What do you think about
Oh,
this?
interesting. No.
No.
On the top it says peanut butter jelly time. That's not the name of the beer.
Oh yeah, that's not the name of the beer.
Interesting.
It's peanut
Plot
butter jammy
thickens.
pants.
Plot thickens, JT. Could the
Ooh.
can and the label be mismatched?
Ooh, maybe. I don't know though. I don't think so. I don't think they have a peanut butter jelly time. Unless they got this, maybe they got the can from a different brewery because we've seen peanut butter jelly time.
I'm looking it up.
Peanut butter jelly time. Let's see. Doesn't look like it. No results found. There it is.
Catawba, Total Wine, Brown Ale. You wouldn't want to make that a. The number one is Catawba, but they're out of
I could see it being a brown ale.
Carolinas. No way.
I could see it. Peanut butter jelly time. Catawba.
Yeah, it comes.
Catawba. Catawba. I don't know how to say that.
You're nailing it. Every way that you say it is correct.
Catawba. Is that right? Catawba.
I would buy it. Anyways,
Catawba.
interesting though. Just so the Chuggalos see. Oh,
They also have a Thumb Splitter, which is a West Coast IPA. I think they got some beers you'd like. They also have the Evil Juice Junior Hazy IPA, which you'd hate.
Oh, sorry. I should stop sharing because you've been. I was like, how did he see it so quickly?
Oh, I've been watching.
Been looking at. I was like, how did he see it so quick? I thought you typed it in too. Oh, hilarious! I forgot that I was
it was weird that you started typing in like nakeddudes.com, but hey, whatever, man.
Right, and then I was like, how did he know about Catawba? Like, I was like, wow, what an idiot.
Because I could see it. Yeah, let's talk about this beer. All right, peanut butter or PB and jammy pants. A great notion. Do your worst or your best. Whatever you do, make sure it's off the top rope.
Off the top rope, I really enjoy this beer. It grew with me. It's got that weird like peanut butter. There's a tough way like that peanut butter with something else translate to a beer. It's never going to be a home run. It's going to be because the creaminess. Sorry, Stacy. This is. But did it have something else in it too?
I'm gonna have to go back and get it. It was peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. Okay. So this is. There's just something. You would drink that over this beer, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So off the top rope, I give this a 4.25. I grew to like this beer the more and more that I drank it. I could drink multiples of these because it's not overly sweet. At 7.5, again, it's not like when you taste. I always will say, truth is my standard. Truth tastes like a 7.2. This is more alcoholic than a truth. Yeah. But you can't taste it at all because some of that tartness carries over that alcohol or whatever. It's just like you could easily tell me that this is a 4.0 and I'd be like, yep, okay. Anything 7.5 is hard to believe, but it's just got that freshness, that jelly. I would say it's just a bit of more of a jam because it seems a little bit more luxurious and less sugary. Difference between jelly and jam. Again, off the top rope, I dig this. If I saw it again, I would buy it because it's a fun gimmick to have in your fridge. Again, 4.25.
Oh, good. They have plenty of it at Arrow. All right, here's the can art boner segment. We have a lumberjack looking man. He's got a mouse on his shoulder and a mouse in his pocket. He's pulling up his pants. I'm about to.
Trousers. Those are trousers.
His trousers. What makes them trousers different?
Women wear pants. Men wear trousers or slacks.
That's not true.
That's a historical thing. Women wore pants. Men wore trousers and slacks.
I mean, I guess maybe with the suits, sure. I could see that.
Yeah. My one of my good friends' dads always said that when we'd say that, because like, who wears the pants? That seems like a very old phrase too. And I remember asking him, and he just didn't have a good answer for it.
Who wears the pants? Yeah, that is you. Oh, that does run counter to what he's arguing.
Yeah.
I do
Because
like
you'd
when
always assume, but then that would say, like, if you would say it, then that means the pants more.
I
But
like
are
when
more
older
effeminate.
people will correct you on some like old standard, phrases and stuff. That's cool
Like
because I want to know
like the
what
rule of
it
thumb.
is to say, like the rule of thumb from Boondock Saints. Yeah.
Can't do much damage with that, can you? They're filming
Hey.
the third one right now.
Oh, they shouldn't. But hey, what are you gonna do? I think Norman Reedus probably has a cult following now because of the zombie
Walking
stuff.
Dead.
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But I think they should probably leave that movie alone. Like one of the things that made that movie so great was the guy with the beard. It's been so long since I've seen it, I can't remember his character.
Il Duce,
Yeah.
their dad, who's later revealed as
No. The guy their age that shot the cat. Not to spoilers. He was so funny. He was the comic relief of the movie.
His his real name was his actor name. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
That was,
Nice.
but
so he's got the suspenders, and I'm starting to see the appeal of suspenders. I used to say why suspenders, but now I think I like the idea of a suspender. The belt is just pissing me off lately. But that's it's my battle to fight. He's also wearing a hat with the cotton ball on top, which there was a time where I couldn't get my wife to like agree that was the better of the hats. She thought beanies were it, and that's a California thing. Like those are for people who wear winter hats for style, whereas that style with the little ball on the top, that's just more wintry to me. My kids' school is their mascot's the lumberjack, so quite fond of that. It's pretty cool. What do we got here? Yeah, there you go. So they're making a third one.
yeah. Rocco.
Is that from the second one?
This is Rocco's, his
Yeah,
speech,
Rocco.
because
I didn't see the second one.
sorry, I probably can't play that because it's trademarked and stuff like that. But you didn't see this? Oh, it's okay. It's not as good as the first one, but this is it's obviously St. Patrick's Day, my birthday type movie, or this is a movie that my wife like demands to watch, so we will watch this.
The second one.
No, the first one. We'll watch the second one sometimes.
The first one's great. Yeah, I mean the first one's great, but it's great when you're 21 and like everything in that movie is like, yeah, get the man. It's cool. It's a good movie. So that's the can art boner segment. Pretty good. All right. The beer, I give it a off the top rope because I just gotta go right in. It's a 1.5. I hate this beer. I do not like anything about it.
Wow.
It's probably the furthest we're gonna be from each other. What I think is happening here is that it's both strawberry and grape, and the grape and the strawberry are fighting each other for supremacy, and neither of them are winning. They're actually combining to become quite terrible. I don't get the nuttiness that you get. I don't know where it is. It's not on the breath. It's not on the tongue. What I do get is more of a breadiness, which is interesting. But I think that contributes to this beer being worse. And then I'd even say that it's yeasty. And it did taste. The first couple sips were very boozy. And I will agree that as it moves on, it does get better. But for me, better is still a 1.5. It's just not a good beer. I had really high hopes given the styles they had. I really wish now I would have got the blueberry muffin beer. This was a mistake, in my opinion. But you liked it at a 4.25, so that's good.
You haven't been in the one since, there's no way that you would know this, but Sonder Divot in July?
Oh, I remember Divot. I believe that was the green can with the Masters logo, sort of play on the Masters logo on it. Maybe it was like an Arnold Palmer style beer, maybe. I don't know.
The thing that Sonder is always white cans. So you were right. Yeah. Master style. Yep.
Yeah,
It's a golden ale.
golden ale. Yeah, I don't like this beer. 1.5 is in the range of undrinkable, and I'm struggling to finish this beer.
Oh my goodness.
So, I
That's
wish
quite the
I'll give you
chasm.
the other two. I'll give you the other two. You can have them.
Before that, because we're gonna have to do our beer and review, so I don't want to. You had another Sonder beer. Holy buckets! A Sonder beer strawberry funnel cake. That was January.
Oh, I remember strawberry funnel cake.
I don't
Sonder
remember,
has
but
been my biggest disappointment of a brewery, almost period. Just everything they put out is so just
interesting.
just so uninspiring. I stopped buying Sonder. I'm sick of being disappointed by them. Every flavor sounds amazing. Everything they put out looks and sounds like it's going to be a home run, and it winds up being an absolute disaster.
Some other beers I've given you that you owe me scores on. Now that I'm looking at this spreadsheet.
Okay, I can do them. I can do them right now.
Very upset.
I'll give you the scores. I probably still have them undrank in the fridge.
Really? From
let me get one. You tell me if this is one that you're waiting on.
This is going to be impressive. He's going to go and totally redeem himself, folks. If he pulls, there's two beers specifically. There is one that I was drinking at King's Table that when I was drinking it, I realized that the brewery folded. So they had the last keg of it probably on the planet. And I'm just going from January this year. It's like interesting people that participate in the advent calendar. They participate in the purchase, but they don't participate in the daily drinking and I try to get those people still the list or whatever. But it's interesting some of the stories that come out during the advent calendar build that those individuals are like, oh, I just gave them to so-and-so because I don't crave a cactus ale or I don't crave such and such. And I appreciate their honesty because it doesn't break my heart. I just want them to get pleasure from, participating in the event. And hopefully there's like 15 beers that they like because they're not always going to be home runs. And we talk about that. You can't please 20 different people. What was that, JT? I didn't hear you.
Is Liquid Karma one of them?
Liquid Karma. No.
All right. Well, that's good to know. Okay. I got them, I think.
So I gave him a freebie if he grabs two because I've seen JT's fridge. Mine is very organized.
No, I think
JT's is a cacophony of deliciousness, but sometimes they're organized by color, sometimes by size.
As a bonus,
he got them both. I
still have one of these in there.
Oh my god!
Strawberry funnel cake from Sonder.
Do a live reaction on the 14th on that one. He got them both.
Oliphant.
Yep, I still have one of those beers. Yep, I'm impressed.
They were marked, put aside. I knew where they were.
Oh, they were marked. Okay.
I need to do them. I need to review them. Yeah, I got to be honest. I don't drink a lot of beer anymore outside of the podcast.
Me either.
It's disappointing, but it's just how it is. I have enough, but I do. I mean, I went out this weekend. Only when I go out. I don't like sit at home and drink beer.
Yeah.
Like I once did.
Me either.
So it's really sad. But I'm going to drink Jet Ski. And I'm going to drink, it's a Pilsner with lemon, and I'm going to drink Oliphant pickle beer.
Should we get to number 2? I've been trying to warm it up.
Yeah, I warmed mine up like a lot. It's like hot.
I got, whenever you're ready, I got a lot of shit this week for drinking because for the Bottle Wars, far and away the number one type of beer was stouts. And I like them cold.
People who are giving you shit to just focus on themselves and don't worry about everyone else because you'll live your life a lot better that way. Stop worrying. The problem
is we're trying to go on this journey together. And if they're waiting for theirs to get warm and I'm drinking, then I'm always going to be ahead. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting thirsty.
I want to try it cold and warm. Let it get warm, in the process. I'm ready. You ready? Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Banana Montana. This is a Prairie Ales beer. Banana Montana, great name, great can art, great concept.
Oh, whoa. Banana beers are coming. I've bought 2 450 banana beers in the last month. One was absolutely dynamite and one was a huge disappointment. we had another one at the Ugly Duckling that we carried in for breakfast on the Advent calendar build. That JT, it came in a bomber, and I shit you not, banana fell out of it, not like
Get out of here.
chunks. Yeah,
Wow, this smells amazing. Holy crap!
This has got a French toast nose. It's
got a banana nose.
It's like
banana
cinnamon.
Nut bread.
There's cinnamon.
There is
sure.
cinnamon.
Yep. The cinnamon is becoming very prevalent in beers with
keep it out.
Different levels of execution as you would have with any ingredient. I could just smell this. I want this smell as my holiday smell.
It does smell really, really good. Holy moly.
I don't even the nose is probably the nose of the year for any beer.
Nose of the year. I agree with. I'll have to agree with you on that. It probably is the nose of the year.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to write that down. I don't flip through these.
Nose of the year
for our annual nose of the year. God, can you believe?
So this is Prairie Artisan Ales. This is a Banana Montana, which is a bourbon barrel aged imperial stout with toasted marshmallow flavor, bananas foster flavor, and cinnamon. Now, oftentimes when you get that marshmallow flavor, what they're really saying is we've put lactose sugar in here.
Okay.
And we're pretending it's marshmallow.
You keep talking. I'm going to get in. I think I have range. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, you got range. You got great range. So that when they say flavor, oftentimes you get disappointed. Now with
what does this smell like?
Flavor,
what does this smell like? Talking
pretty much are having. Let me see.
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, then pass it to her. I'm getting a live reaction, JT.
Live reaction. Pass that beer around, kids.
Pass that beer. They're smelling it. Banana bread. Okay, they both say banana bread. Son of a gun. I'm outnumbered. I think it smells like French toast. The cinnamon is what's doing it.
No, banana bread. So
and with liqueur, she's got it. Okay. Out shout to Ma and Pa. They just made their podcast debut.
Did they say French toast? Because they're
no, they said banana bread, but once I led them, they said liqueur, like a banana liqueur.
Yeah, I can see that.
So my nose sucks. I was outnumbered.
Dang.
In 2 different locations.
Dang.
All right. I'm going with my first taste.
Yeah, sip it up.
Now I get it. Okay, I get the you have fallen in love. Juicy was like the word of the year for like the first 3 years. You like yeasty now in your beer. You don't like it, but that's what you impart.
That's what I impart. I don't know about that. Yeasty. I'm just trying to stay ahead. I'm just trying to stay ahead of all of the lingo. This beer makes me want to take a nap. It's good though, like in a good way. This beer makes me want to curl up with a good heated blanket. Overload on banana bread. Have you seen the banana? You've seen the banana bread at work video, right? Please tell me you've seen the banana bread at work video.
Yeah. Okay. Just so everyone, everyone doesn't think I'm being ridiculous.
Banana bread at fucking work, bro. You haven't seen that?
I did have to watch So You Think You Could Dance or whatever that show that you really like.
I do not talk to me about reality dance competitions.
No. So I Think You Should Leave on the dance floor.
I think you should leave. Yeah. You watched it?
One of the guys up there is a big fan of it. Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's the best show I've probably ever made, honestly.
One of my favorite breweries ever. I'm just gonna I put it. Cinnamon is unnecessary. Like.
Yeah, the cinnamon is unnecessary.
I had Battle Bros sitting on this one. One guy says Windex. This got changed the season. Okay, there's a couple of other quotes I had. I called out Luxardo cherries. Coconut is for hosers. Coconut needs to be put on notice. Put that on the list. Gross.
These are from this weekend.
Yep.
I thought these were reviews of this beer.
Had an 11-year-old beer that was freaking delightful, and I don't think it was supposed to be aged. But it was, God bless, it was amazing.
So you don't
And
like? I
it was
think
a
he
Goose
should leave.
Island. What's that?
You don't like? I think he should leave. Then is what you're saying.
No. We watched. What were the skits? Because I knew you were going to ask. I was going to bring it up.
I'm not asking. It's whatever.
No.
It's my favorite show.
I know, that's why I've tried to watch it, and I know that there were fans up there, and I was like, hey, my podcast partner is a big fan of the show. What should I
You should watch
watch?
Detroiters. Maybe that would be better. It's on Netflix now.
But we did watch like the Cleveland tourism video, which everyone was laughing at.
Oh yeah,
And the sequel
Cleveland tourism video is awesome.
And
you
the
need
sequel
to watch
to
the
it.
Banana Bread at Work video. I'll send it to you.
At least we're not Detroit.
Yeah. You need to watch the Banana Bread at Work video. You'll love it because there's one particular line in there that you'll love. Also, I do want everyone to know that I used, in honor of Great Notion, I used the Portland bottle opener that you got me.
I saw it. I saw it shining.
Open the Prairie beer.
I saw it shining in your hands. If you go back to minute 42, it was shining right here in his hand.
That was it. There it is. I got some good bottle openers now. I'm starting to think that maybe bottle openers would be a good thing. I got too many collections though.
I got a new one. Chuggalo Ryan made more because Chuggalo Ryan made the bars for us. So
yeah, I got the bar around here.
He had another. It was a Deer Camp one. It wasn't a BCP one.
Oh man, where'd that bar go? I was just using it this past weekend.
Oh, look at that. Look at this residue. JT, watch when I drink.
Watch this residue. Oh yeah, look at that residue. It makes you look like you have herpes.
Well, okay, let's not say that. We're gonna edit that out. So
I said it makes you look like you have it. I didn't say it makes you have it.
Oh yeah, Barrel House. I forgot. Barrel House had buckets of hams for $10. They're talking about bringing it back.
Wait. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. I thought because of Thanksgiving, I thought ham, like literally buckets of ham, which would be a really great thing to sell if you're anti-turkey.
Something we can talk about while we're doing this. Ham, far superior meat to turkey.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Hands down. God, Hams Down would be another banger.
Hands Down's a great episode name.
Maybe we should do Weezers of Pleaser in parentheses, Hams Down.
Hams Down, Weezers of Pleaser. Yeah.
Stev is like the culinary guy. I think he would agree that ham is better than turkey. We do. It's my father-in-law who just made his BCP debut. It's his favorite holiday. He can do everything. I don't care.
I like Thanksgiving.
He agrees too, but it's his favorite holiday, and he wants to keep the turkey in.
Yeah, see, I think it's one of the better holidays, but I think that the turkey is the least appealing of all the foods. All of the sides beat the turkey. All of the appetizers beat the turkey. Even other meats beat the turkey. And yeah, the turkey's just not really appealing. Now, I will say I do eat turkey sandwiches pretty much every day. But that's lunch meat. It's different.
Yeah. I've got another idea. Maybe for the 14th, maybe I should because I could make that before and prior. It'd be a really good thing, either during or after the pod. So something to think about.
Yeah, we got to figure out the time because I was thinking about grilling something for everybody.
5:15. Well, that's what I was thinking food wise.
I don't think 5:15's good for me. I'm busy at that time. I've already got a pre-scheduled sleep at that time.
All right, I will just give me access to the carriage house.
I think I did tell you recently that I did start subscribing to your line of thinking, getting up earlier.
No one ever does that. No, don't tell people.
But I don't get up at your time because your time is too fucking early.
Don't get.
But I do now. So since I started taking on more management style of work, I realized that I can't actually get real work done during the day. Now I think that's different from you. You just like being early.
Yeah.
So I actually wake up early.
Yeah.
To work. by myself without distraction until about 8 o'clock when all the meetings start, and then
Yep.
I'm pretty much worthless the rest of the day.
I'm most productive from
Yeah.
3:45 to 7:45.
I am also a morning person. Like I'm at the height of my personality. I'm at the height of my excitement. I sing in the morning when I walk the dogs every morning. So when I call them downstairs to put their leashes on, I'm singing their names, and I'm just at the peak um of my happiness, I guess,
Of
for
your
the day.
JT-ness.
Yeah. Um and I'm the most productive at that time of day, and then it just goes downhill from there. Now I did also find that as you get more and more into management and more into meetings, you have to start scheduling time for yourself, which is fucking crazy, to be honest. But people will steal your time if you don't. So
Yep.
I actually schedule my lunchtime now, so people leave me the fuck alone.
Yep.
It's an interesting thing I never thought I'd have to do, but I do have to do that now.
It's
I
important
schedule my lunchtime.
It's important because people at your level don't understand balance and sometimes just they're pulling on their last threads, but you don't carry that frustration throughout other participles of your life.
Oh,
When
that's
you
true.
show
I don't
when you
care.
sh-
Frustration.
when you show
Good.
up for the podcast in 7 years, you've probably been upset or disappointed less than times I can count on. Like,
That's an
yep,
interesting thing to think about.
chapter turned, I'm on to the next event.
I'm usually worried about other people being upset,
Yeah.
trying to make sure they're not you.
No, you bring it up all the time how you're worried about if I'm upset.
Yeah, are you upset?
No, not right now.
Good.
I want you to
That's good.
acknowledge though that you do that. Okay?
I do that. But yeah, no, it's weird. I shouldn't have to schedule my own lunch. But you know what I realize is almost no one does.
Sorry,
Like
Stacey.
everyone that you manage typically doesn't have the meeting schedule that you have or
Yeah.
that I have. And so it's like, oh, you don't get it. This is my only 30 minutes today. So anyway.
I give my 10 hours and then I'm just off, and usually I have a strong history of still chiming in and checking email and stuff, and I completely unplugged for 5 days.
That's awesome.
And it was delightful. The work could have started on fire and I would have been blissfully unaware. And
Ooh,
I'm going
that's
to start
good.
I need to start doing that more.
Yeah.
And I
I
monitor
agree.
both jobs
Yeah.
because
Wow.
that's
You
just how it
monitor
is.
both. Holy shit.
And I just was completely unaware. I have thoughts
All
on
right.
this beer.
Well, yeah, let's hear them. I want to hear them.
Well, I'm obviously well undermanned or in disagreement with 3 people I hold in high regard in my private life. I want to put this nose throughout my house. I want to
Yeah.
put it in my
It's a great
diffuser
smell.
that's right here. Just I love the smell. The beer is rough, and because
Yeah. It's a little rough.
unprocessed cinnamon is tough. It's
Oh,
like you
yeah.
never put raw flour into
That's true.
something. You got
Good
to,
point.
and that's why I brought up the comment because everything builds to a crescendo.
I did
And
not mention it. It's a 13.9%.
um,
But yeah, raw cinnamon.
it's tough because cinnamon is a desirable flavor. I like it, but that raw, like sometimes I'll put in coffee, but a little goes a long way because again, it's raw. It's not processed. It's not amalgamated. And that's the roughness. It's the back of it tickles the top of my palate. I really want to like this beer, and I think it's good. There's no drink this fresh. There's no issue having this sit
No,
around.
this was on the shelf. It's probably been there for a while. Go
Everything
ahead, Tom.
else is very smooth, easy going. That cinnamon is just an uppercut to your freaking. By the way, with the Jake Paul Mike Tyson thing, I didn't think that this was a fixed fight, and now I'm
You did.
watching people break the fight down. Tyson was telling him Hey,
Oh, it was. I knew from probably the third round that it was fixed fight.
I'm glad Tyson got paid because that's a
Good for
redemption
him.
story.
What
Good
a
for him.
disappointment. What a huge and honestly, what a horrible thing to do to the sport of boxing when you had those pre-fights, the headliner that were so good. And
Yep.
what you've now done is you've betrayed the trust of everyone who watched that fight. And then the very next day, UFC put on an absolute fucking clinic on how to do a fight show. And you will never get those fans back again. Jake Paul will never see
I
what he saw that night.
I hope so. I hope that was his crescendo. I mean, that is the Everest of boxing, at least for living for us. He's
Yeah,
not
he
going to
is.
be able to resurrect Muhammad Ali. I couldn't believe that Mike Tyson would buy into it. I thought that, for 20, hey, I get my money. There must have been some hidden clauses or something in there. I don't know. It's unfortunate that they ostracized the sweet science, but you could tell Tyson
Yeah.
marking his shit,
Yeah.
and the breakdowns from the people that did it. So, okay, back to this beer. Man, I'm vacillating wildly on this beer. If it wasn't for the cinnamon, but the cinnamon helps that nose. God, I would rather have the first beer. So now I'm comparing it against
Whoa.
Prairie. Prairie makes some. Yeah, well, it's not. It's just the one. I'm trying to take it out of my palate. Off the top rope. God, that cinnamon is just. I love that nose so much. Off the top rope, I'm going to give this a 3.5. That cinnamon is just tough to
Yeah.
overcome on the back. It's just raw,
I hear you.
unadulterated uppercut to my palate.
All right, this is Ken, our bonus segment brought to you by. We don't do that anymore, so it's just Ken, our bonus segment. This is Miley Cyrus kind of thing going on here, and apparently she's a banana, and I could see it. She definitely. Those are her eyebrows. Those are her lips. I mean, that's Miley Cyrus. If I've
He
ever seen
enjoys the
Miley
banana.
Cyrus. A lot of people, there's been this turn towards uglier women in society by the younger generations, and it's okay. That's what they're into. Um, but when you compare, the women of like the 90s and the 2000s to today, even of the 2010s to today, of like who are the peak stars, it is just an absolute embarrassment of what's happening. And I don't know, just my opinion. I just think like the girl from the Spider-Man movies is um, just not anything. So whatever. Um, Miley Cyrus, she's all right. She's all right, but it's not for me to judge. I'm an old man now. So music, though, musically, I will give it to Miley Cyrus. The point of pop is to be catchy, and her songs are catchy. They're great. Wrecking Ball is a good song. So for that, can art, great, good can art. Definitely caught my attention. Came in like a wrecking ball. Now this beer, yeah, the smell, the nose is a 5. The nose, the
Best nose of the
ingredients
year.
of this beer is a parade, and they're having a great time. There's a parade. There's there's the guys with the funny hats that drive the little go karts. There's the dog parade. There's all the sections. There's the high school marching band of the towns coming through. And then the Cinnamon's the car that comes and like terrorizes the parade and is on the news for the next 5 days because they did some horrible shit. The Cinnamon just absolutely steamrolls this beer in a way that is, I'll be honest, quite surprising for Prairie. I would expect that if you put cinnamon in this beer for a non-Prairie, for some of these top tier breweries that we've had on this podcast, that they wouldn't do that. That there wouldn't be a flavor that comes and derails the beer, the flavors that you're getting. Now, I will say that banana Foster's, that banana cream, banana bread style flavor is in there. But again, once you have that, then the cinnamon's just like pow, pow, pow. Fuck that flavor. We're all cinnamon now. And yeah, in that regard, this shit is it's been it's been degraded by its own ingredient.
there are times where I get to listen to you, and you look at it from a different perspective, but there's other times I just want to steal what you said. The steamroller aspect, cinnamon just comes in and it's just like the Kool-Aid man
Yeah, right.
to this
Exactly. Yeah.
beer. It's just
Steal
a big
away. I'm fine with that.
bowl of fucking cinnamon. It's just like,
Yeah.
"Hey."
It's just like, here's this great beer. It's like I don't even know like what to compare it to, but like you've made the best meal. My wife used to complain that like I would put hot sauce on stuff before I tried it first. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a fair argument. I like hot sauce and I know I'll like hot sauce on this dish, but sure I should have tried it first. That's the thing. It's like you get this delicious dish and then you just cover it in cinnamon, and you're like, now I'm eating cinnamon. And someone worked really hard on that. So I feel like someone worked really hard on this banana bread beer, and it was probably gonna be in the high 4s or 5 category. And then you came in with your fucking cinnamon shaker, and you just shook cinnamon all over everything, and it's ruined. And it's raw cinnamon, like you said. It's not like that delicious sugar cinnamon like what's in Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I got to agree with you. I think the cinnamon itself is really dragging this beer down a lot. Again, I'd be in the high, if it tasted like it smelled, it'd be a 4.75 or a 5. I'd be teetering. Yeah, that cinnamon brings it down. I think I'm just a tad bit lower than you, just because the cinnamon doesn't just hit your palate; it also hits your throat.
And that's
And
and
hits
that's
your
what
breath, and it hits everything. It just fucking ruins this beer. I think I'm at a 3. I gotta say 3.0. I was at a 3.25, but I'm at a 3.0. It's just damn. That's all I can say is like you almost had it with this beer. You almost had it, and you fucked it up.
I made a it's funny that you
Maybe
said
that's what
something
the wrecking ball is.
about what Caterade said. This last weekend, I don't want to go into too many details because it was kind of a black. So I made gumbo.
What kind of gumbo?
Made the roux. So I put
That's shrimp.
sausage, crab, and shrimp in it.
Ooh, crab and shrimp.
Bacon roux, 45 minutes. I spent just stirring it constantly. Anyone that's made a good
Damn.
roux, you have to stir. You can't walk away. Have people bring you stuff. Don't go to the bathroom. And so it was cooking down. I'm 3 hours into the cook, and I ordered 65 egg rolls. I didn't send JT the picture. I think I said to JT I was going to order the picture. It's from my favorite place to get egg rolls. That's 65 egg rolls right there.
My sister also has a place she loves the egg rolls from. I've not come across an egg roll place where I was.
It comes in a big trough
like a
of them.
big tin thing, yeah.
And they give you so many containers of their hot oil sauce for it. And so to punch up the gumbo, I was like, and the containers come in like a 4 to 6 because they vary in size. I dump one of the containers in the gumbo, and it was spicy, and it was persistent because it was oil, and it really ostracized some of the members of the party. And unfortunately, so when you said the hot sauce, I wasn't going to bring it up. This is how this, the BCP is organic, and things just come up and we trigger each other. Boy, did tempers flare, and I spent a lot of time on that, and I loved it. But
I would love it too. I could already tell.
My hot sauce crave is much more than everyone else, and the nice thing is, of this entire thing, I discovered Scorpion Tabasco. Their hottest flavor. It's way more hot than their habanero.
Okay.
But it still has good flavor because it's that vinegar. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So that was the bright spot. But
never had that. Never knew they even had that.
I didn't know it either until I was doing my shopping online. So, but God, good times. But
yeah, I really want to do the hot ones thing. I think we're gonna try it this week maybe. But we didn't order them, so it probably won't be here in time. Now that I'm thinking about it, we probably should have ordered those a long time ago.
I have Da Bomb.
Yeah, maybe we'll just come by and get the bomb and just borrow it. I don't know.
Da Bomb is tough.
I've
Apollo, a
watched it.
couple of their last dab ones are good flavor. Da
Yeah.
Bomb is tough. Da Bomb makes me get up and pace.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, people really freak out. That's what makes it so good.
I've had Da Bomb for years. Like it's just, and I still have the same. There's no other bottle that's persisted for that long that's opened than Da Bomb. Da Bomb is like tough because there's no flavor to it.
Yeah.
I have other hotter hot sauces. They just have flavor to them. Da Bomb is
Yeah.
just. Da Bomb is this cinnamon times 10.
Wow. I don't want that, but I'll try it. I'll try anything.
I should do it on the 14th.
Yeah, sure. That would be rough. That would ruin all the beer. But let's try it. We'll try it.
Good gimmick.
Yeah, good gimmick. Well, that's it. 3.0. Not good. Not great. I mean, it's good. The nose is amazing.
What's the
Yeah.
one thing you can't go for without on Thanksgiving, JT?
The one thing I can't go without on Thanksgiving. I like
Food-wise.
not cooking.
Yeah.
No, I mean that's rude. I don't know.
I've been deployed so many times during Thanksgiving that I, like
Yeah,
it's
I've been
not
deployed
like
a few times as well. I would say I don't know. That's a good question. I do like a good stuffing with gravy on it.
stuffing.
Sweet potato pie when done good is good.
3 different stuffings in the heck house.
Yeah, that's too many stuffings. Yeah, I don't know. What about you?
People listen, so I can't amplify those comments. Honky sandwiches, I will always say pumpernickel bread, cheese whiz.
Oh yeah, the next day.
Crumpled up potato chips. I've had that shipped to every deployed location I've been in. It's the only thing I've consistently had at least one of for every Thanksgiving for probably the last 30 years. I haven't had turkey every Thanksgiving. I haven't had stuffing. I haven't had mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I'll have to try that. Yeah,
it's my favorite thing. But soon I'm going to be on the Fat Boy program, so I'm just going to live it up, and then we'll be good.
Yeah. Sweet.
I got a bet to starting December 1st. It's going to come up.
Yeah, I know it's going to be rough with the calendar, but
right. Well, that's commitment.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Katie makes these rolls with cheese in them, and they're really good. So I'll go with that.
Cheese makes everything better.
And I do like all the desserts, pie and stuff.
But I will say, on behalf of JT, everything that we're thankful for is because of you, the Chuggalos.
That's right. All of you Chuggalos, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And thanks for showing up when it's time to show up. Appreciate that.
We've gained over 10% of new subscribers in the month of November, so that's something to be thankful for.
And wait, 10%.
And wait, oh yeah, well, and that's without the big holiday.
It's coming. That's it. I think that's it. Episode 306. We did it. We're here. Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, Chuggalos. Bye.